Wendy! You seriously need to just let me into your amazing mansion already.
Bree, are we really going to have this conversation again? How many times have we gone over this already? You do realize that the only person you can blame for Mom and Dad disinheriting you is you, right? Why do we have to go through this every single time we talk?
And just what does that have to do with anything at all that I'm talking about, huh?
I mean that I'm living with Mom and Dad, and they've decided that they don't want to share anything with you anymore. Even though you're my sister and their daughter, you would still be an unwelcome guest here. Don't you get that?
But it's been 8 whole years since I've left home. And it's only after I leave that you all move out and into that amazingly huge house. It isn't fair.
Well, I don't know what to tell you except that a lot can change over 8 years.
Well, if so much has changed, then why am I still ostracized from everything the family does, huh?
The only person you should be asking for that answer is you. You steal your friend's husband and cheated with him in Mom and Dad's old house. Mom and Dad still haven't forgiven you for it, and quite frankly, neither have I. None of us even consider you a part of the family anymore.
But that's horrible! How can you do that when we are family?
Bree, let me try and break something down for you. The only reason that I haven't blocked you on everything yet is so that I can try and field your calls and save our parents the efforts of doing so. But the truth is that I want nothing more than to block your number right now. I don't think of you as my sister. Mom and Dad don't think of you as their daughter, and you need to get used to that.
No! How can you just expect me to accept something like that? I will find a way to live in that huge house, if it's the last thing I do. Do you understand me? Wendy, are you there? I know that you're home, thinking you're so much better than everyone else on Earth, just because you get to live in that huge mansion. But that's not going to last for much longer. How does it feel, knowing that soon you're not going to be able to live there anymore?
Bree, again? Seriously? Just what on earth could you possibly be talking about this time? Are you still trying to find a way to live here with us?
Of course I'm still trying. More than that, I'm succeeding. I did a lot of looking into just what you're up to these days, Wendy.
You looked into me? Okay then. Just what did you find out that's got you acting so high and mighty?
Well, I know that you're engaged to be married, right? And that your fiancé is some 38-year-old guy named Barry, right?
That's all correct.
So you're telling me that even a 40-something-year-old hag like you can back a younger man? We both know that to the average eye, the age difference might not seem like much, but getting any kind of younger man is a win for a woman.
Bree, literally, what are you even talking about?
I mean that, conversely, a man would naturally want a younger woman for himself. That's why I've gone out and stolen Barry from you.
Wait, stolen? As in... Bree, please tell me you're not saying what I think you're saying.
Well, I had to do something to find a way to live in that big house of yours. And I know that the only reason you moved in there was because you married Barry. And he suggested moving in with Mom and Dad in that big house.
Just what is your obsession with trying to live in a house built for at least a whole family to live in?
Well, when I stole my friend's husband all those years ago, I was planning on moving into this huge house. But then, it turns out that the house was actually owned by my friend and her family. And so, That was never going to happen as long as with that old guy.
So then you're telling me that the whole reason you ruined your friendship and stole that man from your best friend was for a house? And now you've gone and done the same thing to your own sister?
Ding, ding, ding! You guessed it!
Okay, well, I don't know how else to say this, but you're not gonna be living in this house just by stealing Barry from me.
Please. I did my homework this time. You're not going to be able to try and confuse me now. I know that the house you're all living in now is signed for by Barry. And since I've gone and stolen him from you, that means that soon he's going to tell you that he can't marry you anymore. And then you'll all have to leave. And I bet you've had quite some time to accumulate things to fill up all that empty space in a house like that. It's not going to be easy moving out of there. I'll give you all until the end of the month. Go ahead and tell Mom and Dad about this too. Let them know that if they want to keep living in that big house, that they're going to have to put me back in their will. And apologize for the way they treated me the past 8 years. But as for you, Wendy, you're going right out to the streets where you'll have to find for yourself.
Bree, I really just don't get it. What happened to turn you into such a covetous, selfish, mean person?
And just what is that supposed to mean, huh?
Well, first of all, you know that both you and Barry are liable to be sued by me for your affair, right?
Of course I know that. But I also know that Barry's family is filthy, stinking rich. And that however you want from us is going to be nothing to him. I'm never going back to the way I was 8 years ago when I left the house drowning in debt. And just the clothes on my back.
If you don't want to end up like that again, then I don't see why you insist on engaging in these wild schemes of yours.
Ugh, I already told you that it's always been a dream of mine to live in a huge house like the one that you're in now. I'm not pulling any schemes. I'm just taking the most important steps to achieving my dreams. I worked hard over the past 8 years to pay off all my debt. Just to find out that you were living in the lap of luxury this whole time. Well, that isn't fair. We're sisters. Why do you get everything handed to you on a silver platter while I've had to work for all that I have now?
Are you really trying to accuse me of getting favorable treatment over you?
All I'm saying is that I did my research into you. And I know the only reason you and our parents are able to stay in a house like that is all thanks to Barry. So, now that I've stolen him from you, that means that I'll be the one getting to live there and not you.
I don't get it. You've come so far and been through so much, and yet it seems like you've still learned nothing. I mean, if you know that you can work that hard on your own merits, why not just find a regular job and buy your own place?
Because why would I when I've already found a man who'll give me what I want and who's head over heels in love with me? We're both a woman. We know that there's many different ways to get what we want. What's it matter how I get things as long as I get them?
And that's really the best excuse you can give for all that you're doing right now?
Excuses or not, the fact of the matter is that I've stolen your man, and there's nothing you can do about it. Did you really think you were finally going to be getting married at 42 years old? You're way past your prime, and you're going to do old and lonely. Now remember, you only have until the end of the month before you need to be out of there. And tell Mom and Dad that the same goes for them unless they don't agree to add me to their will.
I really just don't know what I'm going to do with you, Bree.
Hey, Wendy! You're already way over the time limit that I gave you to move out of there. I want to move out and start my new happy life with new rich husband. Why aren't you gone yet? I'll give you 3 more days. And then I want you out of there. Do you understand me? Oh, Wendy! Just get out of the house already! Don't you realize that you lost? Barry doesn't want you anymore. You don't have the right to be there. Get out of the house right now! Hey! Seriously! What is your deal? Why aren't you leaving yet? Are you seriously just going to squat there forever? I've already packed up all my things, and the only person standing in my way right now is you. So get out already! And I am beyond furious with you right now. You are seriously going to make me take drastic measures now. I have no choice but to force you out of the house. Wendy, I'm home. I'm standing right outside the front door. Now you march out here and give up the house. I don't care where you go to live out the rest of your sad, lonely life, but it will not be here.
I was wondering if you were really going to try and pull something like this after the 3 days were up.
Of course I would. I always follow through with my threats.
Bree, I'm afraid that the only person living a sad, lonely life right now is Barry.
What is that supposed to mean?
I mean, that we officially canceled our engagement about a month ago.
No, really. Well, I didn't know. But that doesn't change anything, so get out!
It changes everything. Someone already moved out, and that person was Barry.
You're not making any sense. Just tell me what you're trying to say.
Barry is currently living in a tiny little apartment about 20 minutes outside of downtown.
I still don't understand what you mean by that.
I guess I'll start from the beginning for you. It's true that this house did used to belong to Barry's family, and the deed for the house was in Barry's name, but 6 months ago, I became the deed holder.
But why? How did that happen?
Well, Barry's business was doing really poorly at the time, and he started getting bogged down with debt. Then things quickly turned even worse, and he had to declare for bankruptcy.
Bankruptcy? Are you kidding me?
I am not, but I actually own and manage my own business, which is quite large, if I may say so myself.
Wait, what?
So Barry, knowing this, talked to me and agreed to lease the house to me on the condition that when he pays me back, I return it to him. I got him out of a lot of financial trouble by doing that.
No, this can't be right. You're lying to me. Are you?
If you look up Barry's company online, I'm sure you can see plenty of stories about the bankruptcy.
Wait. Oh no, it's true!
Yep, told you so.
But what am I supposed to do? This is my last day in my apartment. I've already returned my key and everything. Where am I supposed to live?
I'm sure that Barry could find some room for you in his place.
Are you kidding me?
I mean, I heard that he's renting with a building known for having some of the smallest apartments in the city, but I guess your options are that or homelessness.
But this isn't fair. I stole Barry from you fair and square. I was supposed to live in this big house, not you. It was my dream. And now, it's all gone. Wendy, please pick up the phone. Are you really going to sue me after I've been through so much? I just paid off all my debts and feel like I can finally breathe again. Why are you instantly going to saddle me with more? I went to Barry to ask for help and he said that he didn't have anything for me. Please, I'm begging your help here. You're my older sister. You have to do something!
Sometimes you just save people when they have their mind set on something, even when it's completely wrong. But thanks to her stubbornness, Wendy made the same mistake of sleeping with the spouse of the person who owned the house she was trying to steal twice. I worry about my sister often, but I just can't pity her at all when she lands herself in the exact trouble she blames on everyone around her. It's true, I did sue her and Barry for their affair. Part of the fees charged to them also included the cancellation charges for my wedding plans with Barry. They both had to split the sum of around $100,000. I wondered if Bree had felt like her life was just set back another 8 years. Although I'm sure if she did it once, she could get herself out of debt again. I just hope that she learned her lesson this time.
Hey, Hazel. Where are you? I don't see you anywhere. You're supposed to clean my room at that time. Oh, Laura, I'm cleaning up the living room right now. Mr. White just had a meeting with staff there, so there are a lot of cups to wash. What do you need me to clean up? Oh, in the living room? Be careful lest you break that second precious ceramic vase. I won't be able to teleport to save you this time, like last time. Yes. Oh my god, that time really scared the hell out of me. If it weren't for you, I would have had to pay a fine or worse, get fired. I have a sick old mother and a younger brother who has to go to school, so I can't lose this job. If it weren't for you, I really don't know what to do. Yes. You own me for the rest of your life now, I know it. Well, of course. You can ask me anything you want. Are you sure? Then now it's the perfect time for you to repay me. Take your clothes off. Wait, what? Come on. Take your maid uniform off. I don't understand what you were talking about. You want me to take my clothes off right here, in the middle of the living room? I don't get it. You want to fire me or what? Oh no, I didn't mean right there. I mean, come into my room and change your clothes with me. I'm sorry, what do you mean? You know that I'm being grounded, right? My father won't let me out of the house, but I need to go shopping with my friends for a while. It'll be easier if I wear it as a maid. So that's why I need your uniform, okay? Hurry up, come on, Hazel. I'm going to be late now. Yeah, I'll be there soon, but I need to finish cleaning up here first. But do you think this is okay? I'm a little worried. If Mr. White finds out, you and I'll be in big trouble. Don't worry. You don't have to say anything. Just sit at your desk and pretend to do your homework. Put on your hood and everything will be fine. Besides, you know my father's habits. He never leaves his room when he's working. I'm not sure about this anymore, Laura. I feel like I'm betraying his trust in me. If you want to go out and play, why don't you just ask Mr. White to let you go? He loves you so much, I'm sure he'll say yes. Listen, I don't need you to tell me what to do. You're just an uneducated country bumpkin. You can't go to university like me, and yet you dare to lecture me like that? Don't talk too much. Just take off your clothes. Or do you want me to tell my father about his beloved antique vase? If I hadn't hidden that broken vase before my dad saw it, you would have worked for my family for free for the next 10 years to pay off the debt. No, please don't tell him about it. I'm so sorry. No? Then do as I say. Come here right now. I'm giving you a rare opportunity to experience a feeling that you may not have for the rest of your life. Don't you want to become a rich lady in those few hours? Yes, I got it. I'm coming. Where are you, Laura? It's been 3 hours. Why haven't you come back yet? Mr. White just entered the room to talk to you. We almost got caught. What? So did he find out anything? Aren't you too scared to confess everything to him? No, I didn't confess, but I was so scared I broke out in a cold sweat and started to shiver. He was there for quite a while and told me a lot about how much you mean to him. Well, it must have been boring stuff as usual. Don't worry, I'm almost done here. I'll be back in 10 minutes. Can you make it faster, Laura? I still have a lot of unfinished housework to do. Don't worry, I'm almost done here. One more thing, Laura. When I opened your bag to get your laptop, I found Mr. White's watch, which had gone missing a few days ago, along with a lot of cash. And where did you get so much money? Mr. White would never give you that much money, even though he loves you. He wouldn't spoil you like this. It's none of your business, Hazel. You're just a maid. You don't have the right to question your master like this. But aren't you stealing from your father? So what if I am? He won't become poor. It's only 1/10 of what he has. How could you do that? Through what he confided in me, I could feel that he loves you very much. If he finds out the truth, his heart would surely break. I get it. I know what you want, Hazel. When I come back, I will pay you handsomely. If you need money, you should have told me from the beginning. Why do you need so many words? Now just sit still, or he'll find out. No, Laura, I don't want any dirty money. I understand you covered for me, but this is way too much. Mr. White should know the truth. Oh, come on, Hazel. You know that no one will believe you. Yeah, especially since you have no proof. Mr. White, sir? Where are you? I have something very important to tell you. It concerns Laura and the watch you lost a few days ago.
Oh, is that so? I was also looking to have a word with you as well. Are you going to confess that you are the one who stole my money and my watch?
What? Sir, I don't understand. I would never do something like that.
Then how can you explain the camera footage of my office, showing someone dressed as a maid taking my money as soon as I left the house? I trusted you. How could you do this to me?
Well, it's Laura. I know it sounds crazy, but she set me up. She convinced me to swap clothes with her so she could go out with her friend. I had no idea she was capable of stealing from you like this. I just found out, and I was looking for you to tell you the truth.
This is unbelievable. How dare you bring my daughter into this?
No, sir, I swear I'm not lying.
Laura just texted me and said that all her jewelry is missing. So I checked the security cameras in my house and saw the truth. Now I understand everything. Do you not only want to steal from my family, but also want to drive a wedge between me and my daughter? Now I know Laura was right. You can't trust the maids.
Mr. White, please listen to me. Laura is the one who set me up. She's been stealing from you and using me as a cover-up. I have proof, sir. Please give me a chance to show you.
I don't believe a word you're saying, Hazel. How do I know you're not just trying to save yourself from the trouble you caused? You were the one caught on camera stealing from me, not Laura.
But sir, she manipulated me. She even threatened to get me deported if I didn't do as she said. And now she's probably out there enjoying the money she stole from you while I take all the blame.
This is getting ridiculous. I trusted you, Hazel, and you betrayed me. I don't want to hear any more excuses.
What? No, sir, please listen to me. I can prove it. Please give me a chance to show you the evidence.
Enough. I trusted you, and you betrayed me. You're fired, and I'm calling the police. I'm sure they'll enjoy your story.
No, sir, please don't do this. I didn't do anything wrong. It's Laura who's the thief.
I don't want to hear any more of your lies, Hazel. You're done here.
Sir, please, this is a huge misunderstanding. I never stole from you, I swear it.
Get out of my sight, Hazel. You're lucky I'm not pressing charges against you.
Hazel, where's my bag with the money? I need it right now to go buy a new car. I hid it so you wouldn't make any more mistakes. Well, I will tell them everything. And surely you'll have to pay for what you did. What, Hazel? And do you expect that they will believe you? The camera shows it's you. You're just a poor maid in a rich house. The first thing people think about you is that you are a thief. Even if you tell them where the bag is, it only proves that you are a thief, and you'll go to jail for a very long time. No, I can prove my innocence. No, honey, you don't even have money for a lawyer. Then who's gonna take care of your mother and your brother, But now, I'll give you a chance. Just tell me where the bag is, and I'll find a way to distract the police for you to escape through the back door. Police? They're here already? Yes, Hazel, and they're looking for you. Tick-tock, tick-tock. Time's running out. Okay, fine. But you have to make sure that I can get out safely. Of course. Have I ever lied to you? Well, except for switching clothes. Okay, well, I threw it out of your window from your room. It's outside. Oh, good girl. But what do we do now? The police have entered the house. Don't blame me. It's all because you hesitated. Well, good luck. Oh, no, not again. Or, I have a better idea. You can go to the police and confess to them. My father is so benevolent. He won't sue you. You'll only have to stay in there for a few days, and then I'll find a way to bail you out and give you some money to treat your mother. Laura, I can't keep doing this. What you're doing is wrong, and I can't be a part of it anymore. I'm quitting. Right now. You're quitting? After all I've done for you? You'd be nothing without me. That's not true, Laura. You've been using me this whole time, and stealing from your own father. That's just despicable. You want to talk about morals? You're just a lowly maid. What do you know about anything? I may be a maid, but I have integrity and honesty. Something you seem to have forgotten. You think you can just walk away from this? I'll make sure you never work in this town again. And as for Mr. White, he'll never believe you over me. I'm his daughter, remember? I'm not afraid of you, Laura, and I won't let you intimidate me anymore. I have nothing to lose, but you do. What do you mean by that? I mean that your lies and deceit will catch up to you eventually. And when they do, you'll be left with nothing. You're just jealous of me, Hazel. You'll never be anything more than a maid. Once again, I may be a maid, but at least I have my integrity and self-respect. Something you seem to have lost a long time ago. Fine. Go ahead and good luck with making people believe you. But you'll never be able to escape the consequences of crossing me. Mark my words.
Hazel, I was hoping you still had some self-respect left. The police told me you were hiding in the bathroom and wouldn't come out. They're asking if they can break down the door. You know that running away won't solve anything. Just admit your mistake honestly.
Mr. White, please listen to me. I was in Laura's room when she took your money out of your study.
I'm tired of your lying. I'm gonna tell them to break the door down.
Wait! Why would I steal? Well, I'm perfectly happy riding my rusty bicycle.
What? What did you say?
I said that I am perfectly content with what I have. I'm happy to ride my bike to work, and I'm grateful for my loved one's health. I never complain about my situation, and I always face difficulties with a positive outlook. I don't need a fancy car or a big house. I don't care about luxury designer clothes or an expensive education. There are more important things in life, like a new hospital, for example. You've always said that with all your money you could buy anything, but what really matters is making a difference in people's lives. We can use our lives to help others in unfortunate circumstances. Don't you agree, sir?
How do you know about all of this?
You told me these words yourself, sir. You were actually talking to Laura, but at that moment, I was pretending to be her.
So, everything you said was true. But are you sure it was Laura who took the money?
I'm sorry to say that it's true. Laura herself confessed everything to me. I still have her message here.
I don't know what to say. This is all so unexpected. I need some time to think about this. But why would Laura do something like this? She's my daughter. I raised her better than that.
You did raise her well, sir, but sometimes even the best of us make mistakes. What's important now is that we help her to learn from her mistake and make amends. Maybe she's just lost her way, but I do know that she needs help. She needs to face the consequences of her actions and make things right.
Maybe it's my fault for spoiling her too much and letting her spend too much money. Maybe now is the time for her to take responsibility for her misdeeds. I'll tell the police to take her to the station and let her stay there for a few days.
I understand, Mr. White, but I think it's important that you hear what she has to say before making any rash decisions. Maybe there's a way to work things out without involving the police.
You're right. I need to think about this. Thank you for being honest with me, Hazel.
In the end, Mr. White decided that Laura needed to face the consequences of her actions. He gave her the punishment of being the maid for 2 months, which would give her time to reflect on her mistake and learn the value of hard work and honesty. I was happy to see that Mr. White had listened to me and had made the right decision. I was also relieved that the truth was finally out and that I had been vindicated. After that, I continued to work hard for Mr. White and his family. In the following weeks, I saw a change in Laura. She became more responsible and mature, and she apologized for putting me in a difficult situation. I forgave Laura and was happy to see her grow and learn from her mistake. The incident brought me and Mr. White closer together, and he began to see me in a new light. He said that he realized my honesty, loyalty, and positive attitude were invaluable qualities, and he decided to give me a well-deserved promotion to work at his company. I was overjoyed and grateful for the opportunity to advance my career.